that I was going to go live every day for the next 30 days. So the kids are home, so it's a little loud. But I said that I was going to do it, so I'm going to do it anyways. Okay, so hopefully they're not banging out the door. Hopefully we can have a conversation for a few minutes. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about something that has been on my mind for a few weeks now. And I'm sure that if you watch YouTube, a lot of YouTube, you've seen those same trending titles like YouTube on easy mode, YouTube is monetizing small channels in 30 days, and all of that. And at some point I was like, wait a minute. This reminds me of something. This reminds me of the thing that I didn't like about Instagram, the trends, right? And on Instagram and TikTok, where everybody was using the same sound and doing the same skit, doing the same thing for, you know, the same thing over and over again, just for your attention, for views. And I was like, at first I was like, man, this is kind of annoying. Okay. Hey, D. Good to see you. Thank you for joining live. And so at first, to be honest, I was very annoyed because I was like, man, I really don't want YouTube to be the next Instagram or the next TikTok where it's just about trends and then you're getting views because you follow the trend. Because that's exactly why I don't like Instagram. It's like everybody puts on filters, the same sound, the same thing, the same skits, the same everything. And at some point I was like, hey Kiyoka, how are you? And so I was like, man, let me look into this thing. And what I've realized after watching similar videos or different videos with the same title and really looking at what people are saying. So from Dodash, for example, what is the other guy? Big, is it Big Man Travels or Big Man Abroad or something like that? Like he has some great videos as well, but everybody's using the same title. And I took a few notes, okay? I'm not just going to be yapping in here. I have a few points here. Why I still like it, okay? I still like it and why it's not like IG trending. And there are a few reasons why. So it's not just like an IG trend. I actually like it because even though it's the same trend, the same title, the same technique, right? The same trick in a way, the content itself is different. Everybody is having their own take on that title. I just watched a video from a creator. I think she had like 22 subscribers and 5,000 views on a video with that title. And I was like, let me watch her video. Her take on the video on the whole thing was giving 5 tips on how to work the whole thing, how to work on YouTube now, how to make YouTube work for you as a small channel. My take on it is how the trend in itself is not like an IG or TikTok trend, and why there's just so much substance, and why I really continue to love YouTube. Reason number one, you can take the trend, like the title, but it's your own take, it's your story, it's your point of view, it's your, like, you can, the title doesn't mean that that's what you've done. The title doesn't mean that you're going to teach how to do the thing, okay? It means my take on my channel, on my platform, this is what I think about this trend. That's how I see it. And that's what I'm doing here today. It's like, okay, that's the statement, that's the trend. What is my take on the trend? Unlike IG or TikTok where everybody's doing the trend, but nobody's talking about how this trend is interesting or not interesting or whatever. On YouTube, we all the creators take the trend and talk about how this trend is helping them or their opinion about the trend and advice about the trend. You know, everybody's taking their own take on it. So that's why everybody's still providing value. So 2 videos on the same title will be completely different because it's different creators with different take on that trend, right? And that's why, again, I love YouTube because it gives you a chance to be authentic and to share who you are. Second reason is that there's no editing. It's not about the transitions and the filters and all of that. It's like, it's easy in a way. So it's like YouTube on easy mode because it's not like, it doesn't have to be super edited. And if you're like me, you've probably have footage of trips, of videos you recorded and then it just sits there on your phone because you still have to edit. I have drafts after drafts after draft of videos I have to edit, but I don't have time or I really don't want to edit. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just go on easy mode and just talk to the camera and with the bloopers and everything. All right. So that's another reason why I really like that trend and I continue to really like YouTube is because there's no need for perfection. There's no need for creating a perfect image, the perfect transition, the perfect audio, the perfect all of that, all the gimmicks. Okay. So no editing needed. The other reason why I believe that this trend really works well on YouTube is because we are all cheering for the underdog. This trend all about support. It's all about supporting small creators. We all know the big creators, right? And yes, it's great because okay, we follow their advice and all of that. But at the same time, we all want to cheer for the underdog. Okay, I mean, for the Super Bowl this Sunday, I'm sure most people will be cheering for the Eagles, right? Because in a way, they're the underdog. Okay, so whether it's the story about how people lost their jobs, how to grow a business, how to get monetized, how to move abroad, and we're following the journey of that creator, and it feels like we are in their shoes and we want to cheer for them, and we're like we want to watch you, like we want you to win. Okay, and that's why this trend works so well on YouTube because we get to know the person. It's not just one video, it's multiple videos where they show their behind the scenes, their life and all of that. And it's great. I mean, it's like watching Netflix, and that's the other reason. It's like a show, it's like a series. Like you see the character develop, and you don't have to wait for a whole week to see another video. It's like you can watch, if they publish more than once a week, you can watch the next video in a day or 2 days or 3 days, and we're still there. We're watching. We're not looking for perfection. We're not looking for Netflix production and all of that, or transitions and editing and special effects and words flashing on the screens. We don't need this anymore on YouTube. Okay, if you do that, that's great. More power to you. You have patience, or you have somebody who does it for you. That's great. But that's not necessarily something that is required anymore. If you want to share content that is relatable and that is easy and still impactful. Obviously, if you're teaching like a serious topic and you're doing like documentary style, obviously you're gonna do like high production. But if you're just sharing advice and sharing your life or sharing, behind the scenes that is like relatable, just like that, just talk to your phone. Sit on your chair, talk to the phone, sit on your bathtub, wherever you want to sit. And that's a lot easier for all of us who are the underdog, who feel like, oh my gosh, I can never be on YouTube. I can never share my life. But yes, you can, because it doesn't really require that much. It doesn't require a big production. It doesn't require vlogging cameras. It doesn't require mega lights. Just like the window right here and the lights from the office. That's all. Okay? It doesn't even require like amazing sound. I don't have a microphone on, and my kids are watching TV on the other side of the door. So it doesn't require much to make an impact. And if you feel like nobody's going to watch, trust me, people are watching. People are watching. And even if it's just one or two people, that's one or two people that you've impacted. And so I think that if I just impact one or two people, I'm happy. Okay, it doesn't have to be millions. One person is fine. One person is fine. Okay, so you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with the fact that you get to show up as you are, the way you are. You don't have to pretend to be somebody else. You don't have to, I mean, if you want to put on makeup and all that, sure, by all means, right? But what I'm trying to say is that you can be you and be comfortable the way you are and show up in that way. You don't have to put on filters or anything that copies other people. You take the title, you take the trend, but you ride that wave the way you want to ride the wave, okay? Everybody can ride on the wave, but everybody takes it and interprets it on its own way, okay? So that's what I wanted to share today. Let me know in the comments, like, how do you feel about this whole trend on YouTube? Like, what is it? So YouTube is monetizing small channels in 30 days. The other one is YouTube is on easy mode. Get your AZZ on YouTube. Different things like that. And YouTube loves it because obviously it's giving more views. And to be honest, it's the same thing. I think it's because we all want to cheer for the underdog. We relate to the underdog, and we were like, if she can do it, I can do it too. Or even if I don't do it, the fact that she does it, I'm happy for her. Okay, so let me know how you feel about those trends. I really like them, and I feel like they're not like the Instagram and TikTok trends, which get on my nerve. But these ones, I really love them on YouTube. All right, so I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, bye.